Meet Blue Ivy Carter, the heir to a fortune that's already bigger than most countries' GDP. The daughter of Beyonce and Jay-Z, the royal couple of modern music, and she is already making waves in her own right. Stick around, because today we're taking you inside the billion-dollar world of Blue Ivy, the youngest mogul on the planet. You won't believe the facts we're about to reveal. But here's the real question. What does her world look like? When Blue Ivy was born on January 7th, 2012, it wasn't just another celebrity baby story. No, it was an international sensation. Before she even entered the world, her parents, Beyonce and Jay-Z, created a moment so iconic that it immediately became a part of pop culture history. In August 2011, Beyonce performed at the 2011 MTV VMAs, where she subtly revealed her pregnancy to the world, broke records, and had the entire globe talking. The world knew something extraordinary was about to happen. This sent Twitter into a frenzy of over 100,000 tweets per minute. Outlets called it the most epic pregnancy reveal ever, and pop culture historians mark it as the moment the world learned the Carter heir was coming. But even before Blue Ivy could say her first words, she was already a star in her own right. At 3 weeks old, Blue Ivy cooed her way onto Jay-Z's track, Glory, snagging a Guinness World Record as the youngest ever to chart on the Billboard Hot 100. While toddlers master crawling, she was already making music history. Blue Ivy wasn't just born in a hospital. She was born into luxury on a scale most people can't even fathom. While the average cost of childbirth in the US is around $18,000, Beyonce and Jay-Z allegedly spent a mind-blowing $1.3 million on Blue's birth. This included private security, top-tier medical staff, and reportedly even custom renovations to the delivery suite. Enough to buy a luxury Manhattan condo. Yet for the Carters, just day one. But that's just the start. When Blue Ivy arrived home, her nursery wasn't just an ordinary room. It was a work of art, decked out with luxury pieces fit for royalty. Forget about the basic cribs and rocking chairs most babies get. Blue Ivy's nursery was designed to impress. It was more of an art exhibit than a playroom. Inside her star-studded nursery sat a Louis Vuitton crib, worth a jaw-dropping $3,500. But that wasn't the most extravagant item in the room. The showstopper, a solid gold rocking horse valued at a mind-blowing $600,000. Yes, you heard that right. A golden rocking horse worth more than most people's home. Every detail screamed future CEO. Blue's life from day one has been a masterclass in luxury. When most babies are welcomed with a basic crib, Blue Ivy entered the world in style. Already gracing the covers of major fashion magazines, attending front-row seats at runway shows, and strutting in custom couture from top designers like Balmain, Versace, and Gucci, Blue Ivy is setting the bar for what it means to be a style icon. And let's not forget Ivy Park, the billion-dollar athleisure line created by her mum, which Blue Ivy already models, making her the face of one of the world's most coveted fashion brands. But Blue Ivy is not just about clothes and fancy vacations. She's about building a legacy. At just 12 years old, she's already stepping into the spotlight on her own terms, lending her vocals to her father's music, attending high-profile events, and showing the world that she's here to build. Her parents have paved the way, but Blue Ivy is making sure to create her own path, already setting the stage to take over the entertainment world. No doubt, this girl is destined for mogul status. When your mother is Beyonce and your father is Jay-Z, fashion becomes a language, and Blue Ivy is already fluent. She's been spotted rocking some of the world's most coveted brands, including Gucci, Versace, and Balmain. Whether she's attending high-profile fashion shows or sitting front row at the hottest events, Blue Ivy's presence is undeniable. Blue Ivy's life isn't just about breaking records, it's about living a life of unmatched luxury. At just 10 years old, she was already bidding at luxury auctions, casually raising her paddle to acquire a pair of $80,000 Lorraine Schwartz diamond earrings. Not for her, for her grandmother, Tina Knowles. but it's the kind of thing you expect from someone like Blue Ivy. Now, let's talk about Blue Ivy's first birthday. Because if you thought her arrival was lavish, her celebrations were on a whole other level. For her very first birthday, Beyonce and Jay-Z didn't just buy Blue Ivy any gift. They gifted her an $80,000 Barbie doll. And this wasn't just any doll. It was made from diamonds and white gold. Yes, you heard that right. A Barbie worth more than most people's cars. But the real question is, what do you get a toddler who already has everything? Well, their birthday party was no ordinary affair either. The extravagant event featured thousands spent on flowers, a cake fit for royalty, and a lavish atmosphere dripping in opulence. This wasn't just a party, it was a spectacle. When Blue Ivy celebrates, it's not just a birthday, it's an event that sets the bar for what true luxury looks like. Blue Ivy isn't just basking in the glow of her parents' success, she's carving out her own legacy, one milestone at a time. At just 12, she's already made significant strides in the entertainment world, from lending her vocals to music to stepping into the spotlight as a budding fashion icon. By the time she was 9, Blue was already making history. She lent her voice to the song Brown Skin Girl, and the world took notice. The track became a global anthem, winning her accolades like a BET Award, an NAACP Image Award, and making her the second youngest Grammy winner ever. By 4th grade, her trophy shelf was already outgrowing her room. And it doesn't stop there. Her influence stretches beyond music. Saturday Night Live and RuPaul's Drag Race parodied her, cementing her status as a cultural icon. But why stop at music? In 2024, Blue Ivy is making her acting debut as the voice of Princess Kiara in Mufasa, The Lion King. By 5, she graced major fashion magazine covers. Today, Blue sits front row in Paris, Milan, New York, rocking custom Balmain, Versace, Gucci. Critics call her the most coveted toddler model of the year. Talk about royalty in every sense of the word. Let's talk about money. Thanks to her massive social media influence, Blue Ivy pulls in up to $60,000 for a single sponsored Instagram post. Yes, you heard that right. $60,000 for simply posting a picture. A single post could cover a luxury vacation, or let's face it, an entire year of college tuition, if she needed it, which she won't. In just the last year alone, she's racked up an incredible $5 million from brand partnerships. Not bad for a kid still trying to pick out her favorite ice cream flavor. Beyond social media, Blue Ivy also influences luxury fashion. She regularly wears the best couture and her appearances turn heads, with her earning fat checks just for being seen. Whether she's taking over red carpets or casually setting style goals, Blue Ivy is already one of the most bankable names in entertainment. With Beyonce and Jay-Z as parents, collaborations are more than likely a family affair. They know how to turn their star power into major deals, further growing Blue Ivy's already impressive financial portfolio. She's not just playing dress-up. Blue Ivy's vocals and songwriting credits are stacking up. She's fielding high-profile event invites. She even sat in on an Ivy Park investor meeting, learning the ins and outs of a multi-million-dollar empire. At just 12 years old, Blue Ivy Carter already has a fortune that most people can only dream of. With an estimated net worth of over $500 million, she's not just the daughter of pop culture royalty, she's her own empire in the making. When your mother is Beyonce and your father is Jay-Z, you don't just grow up with wealth, you inherit style. And Blue Ivy is no exception. Rolling Stone wasn't the first to dub her the Princess of Pop, but after seeing her rise, it feels more like a prophecy. Blue Ivy's entrance into the music world wasn't just iconic, it was historic. Her first chart performance happened when she was barely 2 days old on her father's track, Glory, making her the youngest person to ever chart on Billboard. By 2020, Blue Ivy's voice on Brown Skin Girl didn't just make waves, it created tsunamis. From winning awards to stealing hearts across the world, she became an icon in a fraction of the time most artists take to even start their careers. But Blue isn't just a singing sensation. She's quickly becoming a media mogul. In 2020, she narrated the Oscar-winning short film Hair Love, and her heartfelt performance sparked speculation she might even earn a Grammy nomination for spoken word. When Blue Ivy speaks, or in this case reads, awards follow. By 2023, she raised the bar again by joining her mother, Beyonce, for a private Dubai performance. And just when you thought she couldn't outdo herself, she joined Beyonce on the Renaissance World Tour, wowing audiences with her incredible dance skills. She doesn't just perform, she commands the stage, and the audience is left in awe. Blue Ivy isn't just a star. She's a brand. In fact, her parents went to court to defend her name from being used commercially. They argued she's a cultural icon, and honestly, can anyone deny it? Whether she's making Grammy-winning music, walking red carpets, or attending one of the most exclusive private schools in Los Angeles, Blue Ivy is already living a life most could only dream of. And traveling. Well, let's just say Blue Ivy doesn't deal with crowded airport terminals. Her parents, Beyonce and Jay-Z, have owned their own private jet for over a decade. This isn't just any jet, it's like a flying five-star hotel. With a full kitchen, 2 bathrooms, a sleeping area, a full bar, and state-of-the-art entertainment. It's the epitome of luxury. And when Blue Ivy isn't jet-setting in style, she's been spotted hopping into helicopters, soaring through the skies with her mom, looking every bit the royalty she is. And when she's not airborne, Blue Ivy is travelling in style, chauffeured in one of her parents' luxurious, jaw-dropping cars. While classmates gripe about bus schedules, Blue commutes by Bombardier Global 7500, with gold-plated railings and custom lyric murals, then touches down at a 10-bedroom villa in St. Bart's, or aboard a 200-foot super yacht. Every itinerary is curated by top-tier travel concierges. Whether it's a private jet, helicopter, or luxury car, Blue Ivy's life is nothing short of a real-life fairy tale. From Ferrari F430 Spiders to Bugatti Veyron Grand Sports, Maybach Exeleros to Rolls-Royce Phantom 8s, Blue Ivy's car collection reads like a dream list of exotic supercars. Imagine her, at just 12 years old, standing in front of a fleet of luxury cars, deciding whether to take the Ferrari for a spin to brunch or cruise in the Rolls-Royce for a night out. It's a life most adults could only dream of. But the opulence doesn't stop there. Blue Ivy's wardrobe is a masterclass in high fashion. Custom designer pieces, exclusive jewellery, and a stylist team that ensures her red carpet appearances shine brighter than any A-list star. Her fashion sense is already leagues ahead of most adults, marking her as a future style icon in her own right. Luxury. For Blue Ivy, it's not just a part of her world, it is her world. She's practically a walking definition of what it means to grow up in the lap of luxury. As for what's next, Blue Ivy's future is limitless. She's part of a dynasty that's already reshaping the future of entertainment, business, and philanthropy. With a solid foundation laid by her parents, Blue Ivy is destined for greatness, whether she's headlining global campaigns or stepping into the business world like the mogul she's already proving to be. Before she even enters her teenage years, she's poised to become one of the most influential figures of her generation. When it comes to wealth, Blue Ivy is playing the long game. Her family fortune, which currently exceeds $3 billion, is only going to grow. When she was born, Beyonce and Jay-Z's combined net worth was around $1 billion. Since then, their empire has exploded, and now Blue Ivy is set to inherit a slice of that colossal wealth. Her future inheritance is likely to surpass anything we can imagine, ensuring that Blue Ivy isn't just a product of her famous parents, but also a key player in shaping the future of this family dynasty. Now, let's talk about that trust fund. Because Blue Ivy's wealth isn't just a flash in the pan. The assets in her name are staggering. Her trust fund includes prime real estate properties worth millions, scattered across some of the most exclusive locations in the world. Growing up, Blue Ivy won't just have vacation homes, she'll have estates in some of the most sought-after destinations. And let's not forget her $1 million Bitcoin stash. She's already invested in the future. Blue also has 2 luxury yachts, ready to set sail the moment she's old enough. When Blue Ivy takes a vacation, it's not on a commercial flight. She's cruising in style. Her net worth is further bolstered by a $4 million cash reserve and a diversified portfolio. Her wealth is working hard for her, with investments in government bonds and stock market ventures that will continue to grow over time. And this is all before she even hits her teens. By the time she's eligible for a driver's license, she could very well be adding billionaire to her list of accomplishments. As for what's next, Blue Ivy's future is limitless. She's part of a dynasty that's already reshaping the future of entertainment, business, and philanthropy. With a solid foundation laid by her parents, Blue Ivy is destined for greatness, whether she's headlining global campaigns or stepping into the business world like the mogul she's already proving to be. Before she even enters her teenage years, she's poised to become one of the most influential figures of her generation. In a world where most children are still figuring out their hobbies, Blue Ivy is already a Grammy-winning artist and a rising mogul, paving her own path through music, fashion, and business with undeniable ease. So, with 2 Grammys under her belt and a net worth already in the 9 figures, Blue's trajectory is clear. By 18, she'll be helming her own label, launching philanthropic foundations, and likely signing her first multi-million-dollar brand deal. Family insiders predict she'll top the Forbes under 30 list before she can even vote. Maybe she'll buy a private island, or perhaps she'll take over the world. One thing's for sure, Blue Ivy Carter's future is limitless. Her story is just beginning. From a $1.3 million birth package to a $600,000 gold rocking horse, and from chart-breaking baby coups to front-row fashion, to Grammy winner, to fashion icon, to future mogul, she's already redefining what it means to be a young billionaire. Blue Ivy Carter's life is the very definition of born to lead. Blue Ivy Carter is living a life that most could only dream of. And at just 12 years old, she's just getting started. If this is the beginning of her journey, we can only imagine where she'll go from here. So, what do you think about Blue Ivy's billionaire lifestyle? Let us know in the comments below. Drop a like if you're inspired by her journey, and make sure to subscribe for more content on the world's wealthiest and most influential figures.